Hey everybody, Dana again. It is what's today? Tuesday, about 12:30, and I wanted to spend a little bit of time talking about supplements. And I want you guys to start digging into this a little bit, asking questions, evaluating, comparing, starting to understand. So I know with the essential oils, a lot of people are like, right? I actually was kind of that way when I first started. For me, essential oils were about all the emotional stuff and not so much about wellness. But we all think about supplements, and I know many of you have your pets on supplements. I was able to offset a ton of supplements with the better food because a lot of it is built in there. Vitamin B, vitamin E, vitamin C, digestive enzymes, probiotics, prebiotics. It's kind of all in the food. But I wanted to share for those of you who are still in the supplement category, just some thoughts about that. And I've got a stack of stuff here. Most of them are mine. But if you are thinking about moving into Young Living and the essential oils and the entire line of products that are associated with that, supplements is one of the great reasons to do it. It's been studied that when essential oils are paired with supplements, that the essential oils go in and help the receptor sites of the body and the cells of the body absorb and take in the benefit of those supplements better. So we're also finding that a lot of supplements on the market today are synthetic, that they're not great supplements, and that most of it gets flushed out of the body anyway. When you look at your bag of kibble, you may see it'll say something like with added vitamin whatever, or with added whatever mineral, for example. Most of those are synthetic. And so that's not great. And certainly having some vitamins going into the body is better than having no vitamins and minerals going into the body. But I want you to have the best that you can get. So when we think about Young Living and the entire suite of supplements that are available, there's very little that you can't get in this line of products. My mother takes a mega dose of vitamin D, and there's not a mega dose of vitamin D in the supplement line. But for our pets, we got some of everything. And it's the same human products, the same products we use for the humans that we can use for the pets. We just might modify the dosages a little bit. So there are a couple of digestive enzyme products, Essential Zymes and Essential Zymes 4. These are ones I take, right? Remember, my dogs are not taking much of this stuff anymore because it's all in their food. So Essential Zymes 4 I like because I can take it with my meal. I don't always do well about remembering to take something 30 minutes ahead of when I'm going to eat. And the Essential Zymes you have to take in advance of your meal. So there are digestive enzymes available. I take Master Formula, which is sort of the daily multivitamin type thing, but this is called a multi-nutrient complex. And I could give this to my dogs. I don't feel that they need it because they're getting such great nutrition from their food. This says vegetarian friendly, no preservatives, no artificial stimulants, bovine and porcine free capsules, no artificial color. So what you get in this is a little packet that you could take on the fly with you, and you take one set of that every day. But let's talk about some of the dog stuff. So we talk a lot about detoxing our dogs, or detoxing your own system. I've actually ordered what's called the Trio For cleanse, I want to do a whole cleanse and try and really get myself on a better diet. But we have options to help detox the body and flush the systems a little bit. That's not what I would necessarily use if I were doing the vaccine detox. It could help, but it's not what I would, not the priority, not the primary thing that I would use. But if I had a dog that has been unwell, been on a kibble diet, maybe been on a crap kibble diet, or we don't even know what their nutrition was when they've come in from rescue, that would be something that I might consider. And that wouldn't be something that I used for life, meaning I wouldn't use it every day for the rest of their lives. I might use it on a periodic kind of basis. So we talk about adding calcium. If we're adding meat, we need to get calcium into the body. If you're using a product like Volhard, it's all balanced. It is balanced to know based on the amount of meat going in and the amount of mix going in that gets balanced appropriately. When you start adding fresh meat, you should add some fresh bone. But if you need to add calcium, there's a great supplement to do that. Multigreens, one of my favorites. I take this and I have given it to a number of dogs who have come in pretty unwell, and we may not have been able to move them to a raw-based diet, but we need to get in nutrients into their system and really sort of help beef up, no pun intended, help improve their overall wellness. This is a great way to add in fresh leafy green kind of things, right? Obviously it's not fresh, but you know what I mean, without adding so much volume of that. So I don't know many dogs that are going to eat big bowls of kale or big bowls of spinach, but this even goes beyond that in that it has things like spirulina in it, alfalfa, kelp, so a lot of greens that you wouldn't typically get access to, and it helps add a bit of variety. So I take that because I'm really bad about eating enough greens for myself. Let's see what else is in here. I've kind of gotten my thing in a mess. Agiles, I like to take. I'll be very transparent with you that my dogs are currently on golden paste. So Agiles has turmeric in it. Golden paste is certainly less expensive. Golden paste is the thing that you make out of turmeric powder, coconut oil, and black pepper. You must have those ingredients, right? You must have them because the turmeric needs the fat to go in with it to be absorbed into the body, and it needs the black pepper for the liver to understand not to just flush it on through. Now, how the magic of that works, I don't really know. I've read it, I get it, I understand it, but that's some sciencey stuff that's way over my head. So I did have Poppy on this when I was working on her knee, and I paired it in an alternative rotation with BLM, bone, ligament, and muscle. And she still takes this, right? She still takes the bone, ligament, and muscle supplement. With the knee issues, classic pity issues, right? Trying to keep her ligaments and the supportive care of that knee. I don't want the other one to blow. By the time, and she wasn't, let's see, she just turned 3, so she was 2 when it blew out. Sometimes you can't stop those things, but I certainly want to do everything that I can. And I typically think every dog needs to be on a good joint supplement as they reach maturity and then on an ongoing basis. But she gets the turmeric in her food, the golden paste in her food as well, just because I mix it up for everybody and divvy it out. But she gets added BLM. A lot of people pair this Agiles with another product called Sulfurzyme. And Sulfurzyme has MSM in it. And together that also makes a great supplement that helps support the knees and the body and wellness and everything that comes with that. So I take those. Hold on, I've gotten myself disorganized. These were all on a shelf and I brought them in here in a basket. Omega Gize, I also take this. My Great Dane took this. It is the, I don't take fish oil, I take Omega Gize. And so this is good for cardiovascular support and overall wellness and all that comes with what we think about our omega supplements, right? So I don't even know where I was going with that, but I take this one on a daily basis. The Life 9 is a great prebiotic, probiotic, all built into one. I do not have to give this to my dogs because the pre and probiotics are in the dog food. If they were eating kibble, then I would add this, right? So the food that I feed has pre and probiotics in it, which means I don't have to give them this. If I wanted to beef up vitamin B, and so I take this one periodically when I feel like I need some added support. I can also do Meninja Nitro, get a late afternoon boost, but I take vitamin B sometimes as an extra. Longevity is just what it's intended to be for. So it's got... it says ultra antioxidant with frankincense. Okay. So also in here is, let me just read this to you. Longevity is an essential multivitamin and should be taken to prevent damaging effects of our modern lifestyle. There's thyme, clove, orange, frankincense all in here. And Lexi took this, my Great Dane. She was just about 2 weeks shy of her 12th birthday before she died. And she took this for a couple of years. Remember, at that time, essential oils and the wellness aspect of it for me was new. I wish I had known then what I know now. But Longevity is a great multivitamin that also your animal could take. You'll hear, so this milk thistle is not a Young Living supplement, but I use this a lot. I use this to help with sort of the flushing of the systems of the body. It is a great supportive care for the liver. So when people are bringing their dogs to me, remember we've talked about liver houses anger and nasty attitude and that sort of thing. I will use milk thistle. I will often advise them to go buy some milk thistle and give it for a couple of weeks prior to coming to me. And then we'll talk about, you know, as they get here, we get them on the right food. And if not the Volhard food, then we look at the nutrition supplements that we may need. Was there something? Oh, Inner Defense. So I take this one. I gave this to Poppy a week ahead of time of her surgical procedure. I take it anytime I'm going to be out in the public in the seasons of which people are sharing things that I don't want them to give to me. So anyway, I just wanted to start introducing you to the fact that for the most part, if there's a supplement that you need for your dog, I am willing to wager there is one available within the Young Living line of products. Why does that matter to you? Because if you are in the membership program, and you should be, with the rewards points and all, you can actually start to get back up to 25% of what you're spending. So most of the supplements that I get every month are they're paid for by my points from other things. So, I buy essential oils. You may not be buying as many essential oils as I am, but when you get in and you get sort of this rhythm going and you get things on a schedule, then it starts to make sense. And you then know that you're getting products that they have essential oils built into the product that helps the supplement work better. They are non-synthetic products. You don't have to worry about the quality or the integrity of those products. And you're not shopping around multiple places. And you wind up getting the company to pay you back for buying those products in the first place. So I just wanted to introduce that there is a lot of options. And it's easy to get overwhelmed, right? It's really easy to get overwhelmed. But if you are wanting to try, start implementing any of these into your wellness plan for you or your dog, I'm happy to help you. I'm happy to talk to you about that as you are members of my team when you're buying the product from Young Living through my team. But most everything that is a supplement in the Young Living line of products, there is an opportunity to use them for your dog and start to perhaps replace these, what I feel are better quality, and get yourself into one-stop shopping, get yourself the points and incentive benefits, and then start layering that into other wellness, whether that be bath and beauty products or sunscreen products or men's products, kids products, and so on, right? I'm not trying to turn this into a sales pitch, but I do want you to understand there's an entire suite of supplements, and 99.9% of what you need, I believe, is available, and we can help you sort out what that is and putting the right pieces of that together to help build your dog on a wellness path. If you're on the food plan that I use, you might not need as many supplements. But if you're buying supplements today, then I want you to think about how you can start incorporating these into that wellness plan. So let me know what questions you have. I'm happy to help you research any of them and give you guidance to get started on that. But let me know. All right. Talk to you soon.